I want to start us off today the way that I like to start out many conversations, which is with a story. At an academic conference in late November 2016, there was a crowded room of anthropologists who were still trying to make sense of Trump's recent victory. Bianca Williams looked at that crowd of people and she said to them, "The world is a plantation." Fast forward to November 7, 2020, when the AP announced Biden's win, there were literally people dancing in the streets of West Philly. It was euphoric and this sense of elation filled the air. Along with that revelry, I noticed there was this collective sigh of relief that things could go back to the way they used to be. Things could finally be normal again. But since normal in the US is predicated on anti-Black settler colonial structures, one should question whether we should be striving for normal. If the world was a plantation before Trump and the world is still a plantation even after Biden's win, then as Savannah Shange said, our only imperative is to get free. Right after the announcement of Biden's win, my friend Rochelle, who I do organizing work with around issues of racial equity in school funding, she sent a text that said, "We gotta organize." Actually, I had an exclamation point at the end of it, so it was probably more like, "We gotta organize." She knew that it was a golden opportunity to organize around dismantling Pennsylvania's racially biased school funding system. And it was a golden opportunity to get school districts like Philadelphia that are majority minority our fair share of funding. And I love that spirit, the imperative mood of the statement, "We gotta organize," that says this is not a moment to let up, it's a moment to keep it up and even rev up. It's the same spirit that's captured in the Movement for Black Lives song chant, "I believe that we will win." As Shange says, "I believe that we will win" is an abolitionist mantra that conjures a course to freedom. "I believe that we will win" is a ritual practice of internalizing the necessity to do the impossible. Now, I know it's an exhausting time for many of us, and I deeply believe in pausing, celebrating, and tapping into what brings us joy. For me, part of that entails continuing to learn from Black freedom dreamers who are so filled with hope and joy, and who so believe that we will win. I want to close with a quote from Mary Hooks, an organizer with Southerners on New Ground, who calls us to, quote, "continue to beat the drum when we think no one's listening, because they're always planting seeds for resisting, planting seeds for hope, planting seeds for longing and desire for another world and for people to become part of it."